Well, we first met at a party in Bath. Lois was at uni and I was playing rugby, and they had a fancy dress party, which was what you want to be when you're older.
I was dressed as a ballerina and Ed was dressed as a fireman. He looked pretty good. And yeah, we just got chatting.
She was stunning, and she was up for a laugh. You know, she mixed straight in, and she was very easy to talk to.
And that was it, really. We were singing Prince Purple Rain to each other at 3 a.m. and he bought me a kebab, which is the way to my heart.
It was funny actually, because I sorted the ring out and asked her dad's permission to marry Lois about 6 months before I actually proposed. So I said to her dad, Steve, look, I've sorted all this out, I'm just getting things prepared. I don't actually know when I'm going to do it or how I'm going to do it. And the months started going by and he was ringing me saying, you haven't got cold feet, have you? And I was like, no, just haven't had the right time. And there was one weekend where we were planning to go and see my mum for lunch and then off to London to see all of our friends. And I just thought, it's a good opportunity because we're going to be seeing everyone anyway. So on the drive, on the way up there, we stopped to walk the dogs.
He said, you know how much I love you, don't you? And I just was, yeah, kind of, he doesn't really get soppy on me. I was like, all right, okay. And then like continued walking and then turned around and he was on one knee with the ring and he asked me if he would marry me. Nearly knelt in a cow pat. Said Lois, she turned round and I was on one knee. I think I might have sworn at him. But and then we had the most wonderful weekend with all our friends and family, and yeah, it was really, really nice. So.
About 6 years ago, we came to Tuscany for one of my Italian friends' weddings, and we decided to make a holiday out of it. So we travelled around for 10 days and just completely fell in love with the area. And we've come back every year since. And 4 years ago, we actually stayed here. And we said, you know, if we ever get married, we should do it here. So we got engaged, we rang them up and they said, yep, let's go for it. So, but then 2 months later, the accident happened. Yeah, he went to his family friend's barbecue, and yeah, he went to dive in the pool and there was a kind of feature waterfall. So I think he just put 2 and 2 together, that waterfall, deep water, and he just kind of turned and dived, and it was actually just about 4 foot deep. So he hit his head on the bottom. The doctors come around and they said, there's a possibility that you will never walk again to Ed, and that was just quite scary to hear. If someone actually saying those words to you and at that point he couldn't move anything, you will very much believe it. first couple of weeks, I was just praying that I'd get the use of my arms back again so that I could use a wheelchair for the rest of my life. If someone had offered me that, I would have taken it because I couldn't move anything. So I just wanted to be independent. So when I started standing, I never even dreamt I'd be able to stand again and then walk again. And then when I did start standing, that's when we were like, right, let's get the wedding back on, because that's walking down the aisle is a big motivator for me. So now I'm standing, let's give me a target to walk. The wedding itself and being able to walk down the aisle and just give Lois the day she wanted was a real motivating factor for me to get better throughout hospital. It was something that I kept in the back of my mind and kept aiming for, because obviously I wasn't just getting better for me, I was getting better for her and my family, and obviously this great day. So I'm just so chuffed, and yeah, I'm just over the moon that we can celebrate the way we wanted to, and it definitely helped with my rehab, I think.
Please be seated, thank you. Lois and Ed have written a letter to each other, which we have sealed. We are now going to seal in this bottle. And this they can open on their anniversary. Now, Brunello can be kept for at least 10 years, no problem. It only continues to get better. So they can decide on which anniversary or special occasion to open it. I also consider it as a kind of backup for those days when everything has gone wrong and you're ready to throttle your partner. In that case, sit down, open the bottle, and read those letters you have written to each other, which have brought you here today to declare your love for one another and take this step forward. We are now going to seal the bottle. count backwards from 10, please. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Before we move on to the vows, I'd like you to take a moment to look at one another, remember this moment in time. Up until this moment, you have been many things to one another. Acquaintance, friend, companion, lover and teacher, for you've learned much from each other in these past years. You're now about to say a few words that will take you across a threshold of life, and things will never quite be the same between you. For after these vows, you shall say to the world, this is my husband and this is my wife. Okay, I would invite you then to declare before all of us here your consent to become husband and wife. Ed, do you take Lois as your wife for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health all the days of your life?
I do.
Lois, do you take Ed as your husband for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health all the days of your life?
I do.
Can we have the rings, please, Rich?
Oh, well done, mate.
Okay. I'll read, you just repeat after me, okay? I give you this ring as a symbol of my love and faithfulness.
I give you this ring as a symbol of my love and faithfulness.
As I place it on your finger,
As I place it on your finger,
I commit my heart and soul to you.
I commit my heart and soul to you.
I ask you to wear this ring
I ask you to wear this ring
as a reminder of the vows we have spoken today, our wedding day.
as a reminder of the vows we have spoken today, our wedding day. It's a bit warm.
A bit swollen.
Okay, Lois?
Yeah.
I give you this ring to wear with love and joy.
I give you this ring to wear with love and joy.
As a ring has no end, neither shall my love for you.
As a ring has no end, and neither shall my love for you.
I choose you to be my husband this day and forevermore.
I choose you to be my husband for this day and forevermore.
Lois and Ed have made a pledge to each other to be true, faithful, loving and devoted to one another. May their life together include their large circle of friends and loving families who are all here today in Italy in this wonderful setting to share in this special moment with them. May they cherish the moments of their individual pasts and create a new life as they now go on together. Ed, you may kiss your bride. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure and honour to present to you for the very first time Mr. and Mrs. Jackson.
I can't help but reflect on all the years I was lucky enough to watch her grow and become the beautiful woman she is. A wonderful daughter, kind and caring, who has given us so much joy and happiness. Clever, articulate and fun-loving, she has kept us entertained with the dancing, drama, panto performances and of course the high-performance netball. I have no advice to give Ed. Their love has been tested to the limit already. Carry on doing what you can't, Ed, and I'm sure nothing will get in your way.
been easy for Ed and other people here, and he's always been there for all of us in any way, in any form. You know, he's always there. He's respected by all, but probably the way he respects Lois is actually most important. He's a true gent and a hero. And I'd like just to finish this off, because it was brief, just with a toast to the lovely bride and groom that we all love dearly. And thank you much for a fantastic day and letting us be part of your life.
I talked about earlier about how good an investment I've made. I mean, the Stella drinking ballerina. Look at her now. Lois, on the other hand, her investment strategy has to be questioned. She went out with a professional sportsman, and now she's married to a cripple.
Never any other way.
But this cripple loves you more than you will ever know. And I am so proud to call you my wife. So the last toast is to the main event, Lois Rider.